Serving up stories from the lacrosse field. Brought to you by Lacrosse Magazine. Produced by U.S. Lacrosse.
Katrina Dowd recalls the play that has come to define the Northwestern women's lacrosse dynasty, the play that made her an icon.
There's, I guess, 10 seconds left on the clock and a draw control.
This first overtime session, 3 more minutes coming.
And Hannah Nielsen, one of the best players in our game, got the draw, which she's amazing at. Set myself up for a quick little lefty cut. Being the feeder she is, found me close to the 8-meter mark.
Nielsen, can the Cats get off a quick chance? Hannah.
And took a quick shot, a shot maybe I could have, had a little more time with, and I've been told that.
The feed, down, the shot, stopped by...
It was, Alex Frank coming in, crashing the net, and deflecting it towards me, and just, getting a stick on it. There's not much planning that went into it.
Stopped by Zealous! Did it go in before the clock expired? Let's see. It looks like it. The Wildcats have tied it up.
Saw it hit back of the net and saw Hannah celebrating, and just, it was just a thrilling moment, and, probably a momentum changer for us.
End to end, both teams responding. It looks like Zealous gets the save. Again, we see the rebound on the turf. And talk about just relentless down, unbelievable diving shot. I don't know if she could do that shot again, but it was phenomenal. You could just see the heart and hustle. She doesn't give up. Both these teams, this shows why they're championship caliber teams. There is no giving up on either end. They think they get denied and refused, but no, the door's not closed. They find a way to keep it open.
Is worthy of another look, Sheehan.
Just watch her, not giving up. She's following the ball with her eyes completely, and then just is able, keeps her entire body out of the crease. Her stick's able to fire that ball in. Absolutely unbelievable.
The rest, we all know.
The rest was almost anticlimactic. After Katrina Dowd's Superwoman goal tied the NCAA semifinal game against rival Penn, Meredith Frank won it. Then the Wildcats would throttle North Carolina in the NCAA championship game. Cinco de Mayo, fans celebrated 5 straight national titles for the Queens of Evanston.
Coach Kelly Monte-Hiller and her, her passion when you talk to her as a recruit, it comes out, and that's the kind of, coach I wanted to play for, let you be creative, and, my nickname Trix, and to come to this program, I knew that I just develop, more and beyond what I could have imagined.
Katrina Dowd was a blue-chip recruit out of Yorktown Heights in New York. Her playful, skater-like approach to the game earned her the nickname Trix, a moniker that followed her to Northwestern and now Team USA.
You spend a lot of time together, summer camps, and in between games, just messing around with your stick, and I think kind of just, a lot of people call me Trini, went to Trixie, and then went to Trix.
Dowd's own staying power was compromised when a knee injury nearly ended her playing career.
May of junior year, tore my ACL, which is, when I was in high school, junior year was pretty much prime time for recruiting. Definitely made people a little skeptical because, I was being recruited without, the promise of if I could run again. When I committed to Northwestern, they kind of, they just believed in me. Kelly believed in me, and I think that's something that, stuck with me in the Northwestern program, is that, belief in their players and their athletes and how that translates to her team.
The feeling was mutual, says Kelly Monte-Hiller.
I don't think that an ACL is a career-ending injury, and I just don't think she got seen as much, and we knew about her from way back, so we knew she had a lot of potential. She's very creative. She's really fun to watch. She's the type of player that a fan comes to see the game for, and I think she's really starting to gel with her teammates too, and find out how they can make her better and how she can make them better.
From the skateboard she rolls up to practice on,
I think my stick tricks are a little better than my skateboard tricks,
to the signature white headband inspired by tennis star Rafael Nadal.
I think it's kind of a style choice. It's kind of, the confidence, try to bring, a little swagger to the field.
To her unmistakable showmanship on the lacrosse field, everything about Katrina Dowd screams star power. Last summer, she joined the U.S. national team as an alternate for its gold medal run at the World Cup in the Czech Republic. She figures to be a staple for Team USA in 2014.
That was an unbelievable experience, to go over to Prague and to practice with them, for the first upcoming days, and then to be in the locker room, and for them to take me in and think of me as a teammate was unbelievably exciting.
But first, there's the business of buttoning up a sixth straight national championship. Following a first-round triumph of Notre Dame, the Wildcats will host Duke in an NCAA quarterfinal Saturday. As a senior, Dowd knows the pressure. She embraces it.
It's something we take with a lot of pride because we know the national championships we've won before have been because we've had great leaders and leading us in the tough games and every day in practice. So it's something every day I'm working on, something new every day to lead this team.
One of the things my dad always told me was if you have an open date and you get offered a game, you take it. You don't turn it down. So at an early stage in my officiating career, if someone called me and said, hey, can you do this game? Absolutely, I was there. And I had a lot of support from my family. My husband always said, go. He was always like, great, that's good. He was always happy for me. So that always helps when you have somebody who's pushing you out the door and saying, go do that. And I went everywhere. I flew everywhere. I drove everywhere, put a lot of miles on my car. I also had parents who babysat my kids to allow me to go and do that. So that was so beneficial in the early years of going. So I did travel a lot, and that's what helped me proceed so fast. I guess people say I went fast through the ranks because I never said no, and I always went, and I did games and listened, learned, and that was just really helpful in pushing things through.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. There will be no three-peat for the Syracuse men's lacrosse team. Army advances instead to the NCAA quarterfinals after knocking out the second-seeded Orange. Said Black Knights coach Joe Alberici, it took 68 minutes to do it. Maybe we're not the better team, but we were the better team for that period of time. It's not all sour grapes in the Carrier Dome, however. Syracuse's women were the only unseeded team to advance in their tournament, upsetting Big East foe Georgetown. They'll visit James Madison with a Final Four bid on the line. They're sold out at Laval Stadium in Stony Brook, where the 8th-seeded Seawolves host top-seeded Virginia in the NCAA men's lacrosse quarterfinals, all of which will be broadcast live on ESPNU. On the women's side, Duke survived a shootout with Vanderbilt on a last-second goal. The Blue Devils' reward, a trip to Evanston, and 5-time defending national champion Northwestern. Follow the action this weekend and all season long at LaxMagazine.com.
I can't live without my 1.5-year-old dog, Ronan.
Oh, really? What kind?
He's a pit bull.
Wow.
Yeah, he's intense.
Yeah,
I love him.
Cool. Do you have to sort of educate people about pit bulls, that people,
Yeah, you definitely have to educate people. You see them crossing the street, a couple blocks down the second they see them. But, he's met a lot of the team, and, they really take to him. So.
Is he living at home with your parents now?
Right now he's at home with the parents.